Hello and welcome to another update video about gold. We take a look at the gold futures chart here. The overall wave count and scenarios from the previous video, they can be maintained. We still haven't got a breakout of the structure here. You can see there is a potential triangle pattern that's developing here, characterized by lower volume and lower volatility along the way. So the idea is at the moment still that the market is in this bullish scenario, I think, and that's been my perspective, since we've bottomed here in November, October 22, that also 2023, 2024 obviously are bullish years for the metals and the gold market specifically. So I'm still leaning towards further upside overall. However, we of course need to give these prices a little bit of space. So characterized by these boxes here, for example, also in this direct upside scenario, which is my primary scenario, basically that we get this third wave completed in the coming weeks or months. In this scenario, also we need to give it a little bit of space in case it needs to retrace a little more before going higher. I would see that primarily only as a corrective pullback in an overall uptrend, and we are currently holding support. The support zone is between 2026 and $1,894, and as long as we're holding the 1894 level, I am focusing on higher. Only below that level, I would have to change my perspective and would say that probably then, because that is the point where the scenarios, you might hear the dog in the background, where the scenarios are flipping. So I would then have to say that probably this wave 2 is resetting, but it would also still be overall bullish. We would just need to consider a different support zone. But for now, I'm focusing on higher. So let's talk about the structure. So that means in my primary scenario, I am watching for the price to find support in the yellow box. However, at the time here, while I record this video, I have no evidence that a bottom has been struck in the yellow support zone. I would need to see some kind of a breakout to the upside to confirm it. So far, this pullback has been quite shallow. And the problem is any upside was rather corrective, so I haven't got any clear impulsive structure to the upside here. The only way to really say that this pullback is over, so obviously we had a wave 2 low in October last year, then an A wave to the upside, because as I said, we're dealing with this ending diagonal in which we are looking at these corrective waves in the subwaves. So also the third wave is an ABC structure. In this scenario, a B wave, yes, could have bottomed, but then also here, the C wave of wave 3 would be an ending diagonal. Very exotic structure. I think I would only believe it if we get a break above the last swing high that formed here early in February at $2,082, $2,083. That is that's the point that needs to cross for me to really consider that a third wave here within this C wave here is in the making. Until then, I think there are plenty of options for the price to break down. Please be aware and remember what I always say, that corrections in the metals market are extremely boring, extremely draining. And because we're dealing here with corrective price action also in this sideways range, we are left with a lot of options. For example, it's possible that in this B wave, before the C wave to the upside starts, in this B wave, we are dealing with an A, B, C structure, and the B wave itself could, for example, be a triangle. So that's a possibility, and this B wave triangle might then eventually break to the downside, and the B wave triangle is highlighted in yellow, and the micro count would be A wave, B wave, C wave, D wave, E wave. And again, here as well, the price in this triangle should not break above the last high, or we have an invalidation of the triangle, which is why I said, I believe the direct upside if we get a break above 2082, because then the triangle is invalidated. The other option would be to say that we have that we've got an ABC structure here, A wave bottomed, B wave rally, and the C wave down is now unfolding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But again, also then I need to see some kind of a pullback to or a break down, basically, a break below $2,005. And yeah, but at the moment I'm leaning towards some kind of a triangle here because it really is moving and forming lower highs, higher lows. So I'm leaning very, very short term, probably lower, because I haven't got any evidence that the move to the downside is complete and the pullback was very shallow. But overall, yeah, I'm leaning bullish. I just want to allow for a deeper pullback in this support area before the breakout. I would prefer that, but that doesn't mean it has to happen. I mean, overall, the larger trend wins. And for me, the larger trend is up. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in daily updates about the S&P 500 as well as regular updates about stocks, then check out our S&P 500 and stock service. You'll find the link in the description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.